How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting. Welcome back to the Civilized Run, which proved to be a bit more challenging than I assumed. There are some downsides to the type of gameplay we're doing, where we're doing like full force powers the whole time. When you go up against enemies that can resist the force, it becomes a lot more intense and a lot more challenging, which means that we're going to be having some interesting stuff happening as we get towards the end. But I still think we're gonna be fine. It just was a bit more challenging last time and took a bit more playthrough, like replays of certain fights. Like I actually died a couple times, which was kind of shocking because ever since the beginning of the game, we haven't had that issue. But now we got a call. We're heading back to Dxun because apparently some crap's gone down on Onderon, and it is the beginning of endgame. So now there's two phases to the endgame dive. So we're probably gonna have at least 2 more episodes, and then we're gonna get into like the finale type stuff. So I'm thinking 3, maybe 4, and we're done. So we're going to probably close this out just in time for New Year's, which means rolling right into the start of what was supposed to be played, Starfield, which I've got some cool surprises in mind for that. So hope you're interested in watching that one, especially because I've got some ideas on how to make sure it's an interesting playthrough and not just like another thing you watch where another person plays Starfield like on a channel. Because like it's well documented, and like Skyrim, if you just play it for the game, it's a pretty kind of meh experience, but if you add some context and add a little meta to it, you can make it really fun. So I'm really excited to do that. Anyway, we're going to jump into that. We're going to head to Dxun now, and when we do, we're going to launch things off, and we're going to see some pretty intense stuff come out. So because I anticipate things kicking off pretty quickly, I'm going to go double check, make sure there's nothing I need to upgrade. I think I already did that, but I'm going to go double check it, then we're going to launch, and once we do, we'll head to the camp and get things really started because things are going to get spicy. So, kick back, relax, and let's go see if we can save the galaxy.
You showed up. Mandalore ordered me to report here and escort you wherever you need to go on Dxun.
Alright, so here we are. We're ready to jump in and get to the camp. Let's get going.
Follow me then.
Time to kick things off.
You received my message then. A man named Kavar wanted to get a hold of you urgently. He said that the Queen had arranged safe passage to Onderon for you, but I don't know how good their offer is anymore.
What's changed?
This morning, General Vaklu met with the Council of Lords and declared that the Queen was guilty of treason. He'll be made regent if Talia and her royal guard are defeated. The military is divided on who to support. Civil war has fallen on Iziz.
How can we help Queen Talia?
I doubt that Queen Talia and her advisor will survive until nightfall. The balance of forces seem to favor Queen Talia. The royal palace is heavily fortified and defensible, and most of the soldiers are loyal to her. But Vaklu has new allies, Sith soldiers and their masters. The war has also driven the caged beasts in the streets mad. Braylor and I both concur.
Just great.
He doesn't stand a chance.
You underestimate the Force, Mandalorian. I sense that we may still get to Master Kavar in time. I sense there is something stirring on the moon itself. Tell me, have your sensors picked up anything from Dxun?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we have.
Like, okay.
We picked up some transmissions from nearby in the jungle. Zuka's satellite relay has also picked up several shuttle launches with old Sith transmitter IDs. Some sort of staging base, perhaps.
The Sith forces must be stopped. Otherwise, the Mandalorian is right. Master Kavar and Queen Talia won't survive this day.
Oh boy.
Dividing our forces at a time like this is foolhardy.
And this is why a common soldier will never triumph against a Jedi. Your military tactics are nothing compared to the Force. It is essential and inevitable that we face both enemies at the same time.
I have to lead the group heading to the royal palace, don't I?
You You are correct. You must choose who will lead the expedition through the jungle to find our enemies and defeat them.
Alright, this is interesting. So you choose essentially who is going to be in charge. Now, you can make whatever choices you want, but in my opinion, there's only one lore-friendly choice. One choice that just fits the best, and is possibly also just the most fitting for like their personal arc, which, while everyone else's has a pretty interesting development, hasn't quite come up yet. I think we should send Atton.
Hacking through beasts and jungles? That sounds like a job for me, as usual.
You should send 2 others to go with the leader. Who else will accompany the expedition?
Alright, now this is a bit more interesting because I know who I want to take with me. So I think what we should do is send Iziz.
Very well. And who else?
And Disciple.
So be it. Now are you certain of your choices?
Yes, I'm certain.
Mandalorian warriors will go with you to find the enemy camp. Just let me know when you want to head out. If you need supplies, talk with Kex. After you get into the jungle, you might not have another opportunity to stock up. Let me know if you want to go now.
Yes, the party is ready to leave.
As you wish. Mandalore has arranged for special transportation to get to Iziz.
And now we go to the side of the story that's going to be led by Atton.
Finally, we're close to our objective. I sent the rest of my men to secure the trail behind us. My troops will keep the path to the Mandalorian camp clear. Ahead lies the enemy. I can follow you a little bit further, but then I will set up command and control for my unit in the field. So lead on.
Alright, now we gotta level up, and then we're gonna be ready to go. Alright, now we're ready to go. We got a full team of lightsaber Jedi. It's actually gonna be pretty awesome. I am very excited. So, let's go see how we do. Also, I was able to I didn't really get to showcase this, but the update allowed me to pass on, like, I can, like, force potency, force affinities, and then, like, breath control, force sight, beast, what is it, like, the Beastmaster one, but it's okay. We're gonna just fight anyway.
Hold a moment. Past the mines. Do you see the sensor?
I see it.
It is a sensor relay used by our enemy. That relay will detect anything that gets too close to it. Only a skilled stealth field operator can get by it safely. But unless all of you can use stealth generators, it will detect your group. Too bad, too. If you got by it undetected, it could make your task much easier.
The same person that can use the stealth field could probably also disable it.
Avoid the mines. If any of the ones close to the sensor are detonated, then we shouldn't even bother.
Okay, so, perfect. Now, this will take time, but I can actually manage to, I can recover the mines, I can then just take down the sensor, and we can get into the camp with whatever bonus we get. I don't think it really matters, but, you know, I'll take what I can get. Alright, come on, dialogue box, come on. Gotta sneeze. Use a detonation pack to destroy the sensor. Detonation charge permanently disabled the sensor. Perfect. Now we... Come on, everybody. Back to going. Jet power generator to Sith camp running efficiently. There's several manual levers. One does control it to operate it. Turn off the generator. Generator slowly purrs to a halt. Turrets in the area should no longer function. You know what? Maybe we should try this stealthily. Like, I've stopped these turrets from activating, but I'd rather reprogram the others. So let's see if I can do that.
Wait here.
Yeah, you guys stay here. I'm gonna see if I can actually do this, because the one downside is I think if you can stealth up to a computer, but then if you activate the computer, you decloak, and so everything is going to like attack you once you decloak. So this could be just a fruitless experiment, but it'd be really cool if I could pull it off. Yeah, if I can't pull this off, we're definitely not doing this, because like otherwise, like that's so many bad guys all at one spot that I have to deal with. Oh. And the only other thing I could think of would be like setting a bunch of mines up, but I swear there's something you can do with the Sith War droids and the Gurts. There's gotta be. Okay, well, that turned off the droids. That's something at least. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Because, like, at least I've made the job a bit easier. If I can figure this problem out. But I've got an idea that could work.
I'll just leave this right here. I'll just leave this
I almost
right
feel bad.
here.
If this works, it's gonna be amazing.
I'll just leave this right here.
They're pretty freaking blind if they haven't seen that yet. I mean, it'll at least give us a good start. I don't think I can think of many other uses I'll have for these mines, so I guess Mira does get a chance to utilize them pretty effectively, but we'll have to see. Alright, let's see what's on the computer. The good cameras, base camp, that's us. Minefield, that was there. System commands, air schematics, all I got. Alright, officer logs, 25403.
This is my first day on Dxun. My predecessor displeased our masters and was dealt with. The fool led Canox through the perimeter. The Sith don't tolerate any failure. I'm the 5th captain to command this base camp. The camp
Sounds like a death wish, or a death sentence.
My subordinates say that the body of an ancient warlord named Freedon Nadd lies inside. We don't know why we're here. We sit and make sure that no beasts come into our camp, and especially that they don't reach the tomb itself. A bleak assignment. Signing off.
So for whatever reason, they don't even know. They've been assigned to here, and they need to make sure that nothing interferes with the actual temple and what's going on there. Remember, lots of shenanigans go down with Sith temples, which is what we just saw, but like the remnants of on Korriban. So something's going down here.
This jungle feels similar to Korriban before it fell after the war. Everyone is on edge. Executions for infractions are commonplace here. 50% more than my previous command.
Sounds miserable.
There's a bloodthirstiness to the jungle. The beasts here continually assault our mined perimeter. We've had to replace the minefields 4 times so far. We received more equipment and more men today. The equipment went straight inside the tomb. As usual, I have no idea what it contained. We're expecting more Sith to arrive any day. They want us to capture one of the beasts for them. No explanation. There never is. Signing off.
And now the Sith wanted to capture beasts.
Coded messages from orbit and from Onderon. Some sort of conflict is brewing. I think we have a ship in orbit. We're on full battle alert against what they won't say. A Sith Master said something about a disturbance in the Force.
Us. That's us.
What does that even mean? How do I prepare for that? From his tone, the threat is serious. We've put a double shift on monitoring the aerial sensor grid. The only thing that could worry our masters so much has to be a drop ship invasion from the Onderon military.
Oh.
We will be prepared.
So he underestimated.
The Sith said soon we'll have reinforcements. When I asked for details, he said it was a surprise. I hate the ones with the sense of humor. Sith jokes are rarely pleasant. Signing off.
I like how this guy, like, he had a brain. He was one of the more, like, he hadn't drunk the Kool-Aid as much. It's kind of sad that we had to end him, honestly. Alright. Now for the big assault. Now we're gonna go ahead and just put on some shields, because I guarantee you...
My life is yours.
This is gonna get nasty. Why he has such a bag?
Just say the word.
Okay, let's do this. Hey, everybody. How about we start with classic thermal detonator. Right in the middle, y'all. Oh my gosh, and then it all exploded. Phase 1 complete. Now for probably the harder challenge, which is actually inside. There's a fight in the center of this place that's really tough. Oh, fetch me. I didn't expect you guys to be in here. Sucks to be you guys. Oh. Ow. Oh, fetch me. I need that heal. Okay, they're really strong. And we have to fight more of these suckers in there. Oh boy. Okay. Let's catch our breath. Let's heal up. Get our force powers back. Ultimate Pearl. Did you see that? That's a, if I remember correctly, that's a good upgrade right there. Alright, everyone. We're gonna just chill for a few.
How may I serve?
You can start by healing.
I am listening.
I honestly should have Disciple healing now I think about it, because he's the consular. He gets the most force powers. We basically got a consular, 2 sentinels. Okay, so plan is we're gonna go in there and we're gonna disrupt whatever's going on, but we're gonna have to fight a lot more Jedi like that. And so that's a good taste of like some of the challenges we're gonna have to face. And like at the center, I think we have to fight like 4 of those guys. So gonna be dicey. Anyway, just gonna wait a few seconds, heal up, and we'll jump right into the tomb.
I had to run to catch up with you. You've made impressive progress. The Sith's camp lies in ruins. I told Kelborn of your progress. The rest of your squad is already en route to Iziz. Also, Kex checked our sources for any information about this place. Kex believes that this is the tomb of Freedon Nadd. We knew it was somewhere on this moon. We had no idea how close it was to our camp.
Who was Freedon Nadd?
Some sort of fallen Jedi. He conquered Onderon long ago and became their king. The royal line is directly descended from him. That part of Onderon history the citizens try to leave buried and forgotten.
Is that all you know about the tomb?
Freedon Nadd was a dark Jedi. The stories say he was far worse than Revan and Malak ever were. This place is tainted, and the Sith presence here makes the danger great.
I can taste the power of the dark side here. Freedon Nadd must have been truly great to leave such an impact. The echoes of his life are still here. I feel secrets can be learned here.
I am returning outside. My attention is required to keep the path to our camp clear.
Yeah, I'm sure. Alright. Now to go in here. Yeah, you can see, you can already tell there's shenanigans going on in there.
The time for practice is over. There are intruders in the tomb and they cannot be allowed to reach our master. The ritual must not be interrupted. I don't need to mention the price of failure. Men, follow me.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Alright. Now we gotta go and explore this place. There's a lot of really interesting stuff going on in here. Now there's a few things in here. I'm gonna totally save scum in here, because there's some stuff that's worth save scumming for.
This entire area is highly attuned to the dark side. I've heard of locations like this, but never seen one. The Sith must have come here, because of how far the Force has been tainted. I recommend we avoid that area entirely.
No, not. You feel a distinct presence of the dark side here. Sickly fascination or feeling tugs at your belly. Waves of anger ripple through the air. Control your emotions. Tugging sensation doesn't abate. Wild and dark emotions surge around you. You don't know if you can maintain your mental balance in the storm. Try to tame. You maintain a serenity through the worst of the emotional storm. The dark side is diminished, but is still present. Though the strain of the effort has momentarily drained you, you feel a renewed strength that can be used to defeat the evil of this tomb. You have temporarily gained +4 to your strength and constitution. Yeah, and it hurt me a little bit. Absolutely worth it. And there's another one we're gonna do that, if I remember correctly, I struggle to succeed with, but we'll try. And then there's also, like, so there's an ancient box. Can't be picked if I recall correctly.
Let me take care of this. Damn thing's
Impossible.
stuck.
So there's this ancient terminal. The Sith were working on this old computer terminal. It appears to have been a delicate operation. Attempt to repair the terminal. The Sith had carefully repaired most of the terminal's cores. There's a single equation that needs to be fixed. The last equation is missing in the mathematical operation. Just needs to have the proper equation on each slot to make the equation balanced. The equation is 6 blank 2 in parentheses blank x blank 9 blank 1 equals 13. What do you use for the first operator? So this is basic order of operations. We should solve the whole thing before we go any farther, because first thing that happens is the parentheses, which is funny because like it's also first. But I believe we want to use our multiplication here. Yeah. Okay, so what we do, is if we do 6 times 12, because I think we're supposed to use each one once. 6 times 2 is 12. Minus 8 plus 9 divided by 1, all equals 13. So multiply. Then we do subtract. Then we do add. And then divide. 6 times 2 minus 8 plus 9 divided by 1. I think that still works. Because, like, so order of operations would say we do parentheses first. 6 times 2 is 12. And then 9 divided by 1 is 9. So 12 minus 8 is 4. Plus 9 is 13. So, yeah, should be good. Correct. Terminal powers up. You hear the unlocking sound from the container nearby. Boom. That's math. Ion cell and a green energy crystal. Good. I could use some lightsaber upgrade parts. Alright, Sith working on the thought computer terminal. Seems to be a delicate operation. Attempt to repair. 6 cores labeled A through F. 1 is dangerously unstable and needs to be replaced. The Sith have run a diagnostic report with each module to indicate which of the other modules are fully operational. 4 of the diagnostic reports have a single error on them. 2 reports are completely accurate. The unstable module's diagnostic report is one of the 2 that produces accurate results. So the report cards are A, F, E, B. B is DCE, C is EBA, D is FAC, E is FDC, and F, fetch me. Oh gosh, I can't remember. So 2 of these are right? So are there 2 that like just are like rearrangements of the same letters? Or maybe reverse? So B is DCE. No, that's not right. So FDC. Oh, duh. So 4 of them fail, 2 of them succeed. That means that the one that needs to be replaced is only in 4 of them and not 2 of them. Okay, so it's like a weird Sudoku kind of thing. All right, F's are in 3 of them, so it's not an F. Let's start with A. A is in 1, 2, 3. Okay, B, 1, 2. C is in 1, 2, 3, 4. The C looks like it might be the 1. D is in 3. E is in 3. F is in 3. So it's gotta be D. Well, that didn't work. Was my logic not sound there? Like, if 2 passed and 4 failed, then the power terminal that would be failing would be the one that... Oh, wait, no. Did I say... It's supposed to be C. I misclicked. I clicked on D. I think it even said D, but I meant to click C. Gosh darn it, I was right. Ooh, Upari. Crystal. Very nice. We're gonna have some spicy upgrades for our lightsabers eventually. That's why I've been playing a lot of Magic the Gathering. It's just something I've been, it's been a part of my life for a while now. That door with a circle on it and it's divided in the middle, it's just meant to be decorative, but it looks like the symbol for Phyrexia, which is like really funny because the Sith would absolutely be pretty down with Phyrexia, except for the fact that they tend to they don't take away free will. It kind of takes away free will, but it also enhances your aggression, so yeah, they'd probably be down for Phyrexia. All right, boys.
Anyone that has been marked by our masters can do it. Yes, you're getting the hang of it now. It's so easy. But how did they do it? You doubt our master's power. They have erased the minds of these beasts and made them our obedient servants. With an army of these, who could defeat us? No one, of course. Now the intruder is here. Beasts, attack!
Kind of a horrifying precedent. Like, these things are horrifically, like, destructive creatures. Be like, yeah, they gonna kill everyone. We're gonna weaponize them.
Let's settle this.
Now this is the challenging one. That darkness over there, same as before, it's kind of like a challenge, but it's got a much higher check. Most of the time I fail it, but I'm gonna see if I can do it with Atton. Come on, scroll up, let me see. I can't see what the text is saying. Feel a distinct presence of the dark side here. Waves of fear and distress ripple through the air. Enjoy your emotions. Target sensation doesn't abate. Will and dark emotions surge around you. You don't know if you can maintain your mental balance in the storm. Alright. You maintain your serenity through the worst of the emotional storm. The dark side is diminished, but still present. You're drained by the effort. Though the strain of the effort is momentarily drained you feel renewed strength you can use to defeat the evil in this tomb. You have temporarily gained +4 strength and constitution. Okay, again, took some damage, but like, let's check our stats real quick. Good night. We almost have 30 dexterity right now. Holy crap.
Captain, we need just one more moment. We're almost through. Failure, Captain, will not be tolerated.
As you command, my lord.
Here we go. We're running up the clock.
I shall make this one see.
Time to.
Man, imagine meeting those three guys, and they're like, well, I think we're about to die.
This one will fall. A weakness is revealed. You are no match for us. The honor is mine.
I am listening.
The honor is mine.
I am ready.
Just say the word.
Okay, now we save. And we go in.
Break the ritual now. You're too late. We have done what needed to be done. Soon, Onderon shall fall, and with it, the Republic shall die. But what is this? Of course, the Force has guided you here. It echoes within you, yet I sense it is untrained.
Hey, I resent that.
Out. This tomb is strong with the dark side. Here is where you will take your first steps on the path to your destiny.
Untrained? What do you mean?
An adept has managed to come so far. Incredible. You have within you the potential to wield the Force. I'm not speaking of the ways of the Jedi or their flawed teachings. Their order was rooted in weakness. They would have you become a puppet of the Force. They would have you deny the strength of your emotions, the strength of your own will. Can't you feel the power of this place? It echoes through you like a second voice. Accept it. Embrace it.
Nope. How is the dark side more powerful?
The Jedi teachings say that one should never use the Force in anger. To deprive themselves of such a weapon is absurd. The Force is there to be used. That is the truth of the dark side. Use your emotions. Use your rage and channel the Force. Use its power to break your chains and forge your own destiny.
Don't you see how it's warped the Sith? It's perverted you.
Don't be so short-sighted. Can't you feel the power? Here, within the walls of this tomb. Just embrace it. Don't limit your potential.
I will not be tempted. The path leads to the dark side.
A shame. Instead of freedom and power, you have chosen death. So be it.
Yeah, well, I have the Force. She has the Force. Ooh, wonder. I'll try kill. Let's see what happens. And Disciple certainly has the Force.
Say the word.
Dang, I can't believe that actually worked in stunning them so quickly. Oh, hang on. Haha! I have cheats! How do you like those? Them apples, huh? Gold Blade Lightsaber, Crystal Pari, and Sith Power Gauntlets. I believe we already had most of those. That's so good. Thermal Detonator. Alright, and then we can go into the tomb itself. Pretty sparse. I feel like this is one of those assets that like they spent a lot of time designing. They don't explain exactly what this ritual was and why this like ceiling was all glowy. And also it feels fairly empty. But, I mean, all the same, I'm still happy. Whoa, what was that? Ceremonial shield. That looks different. Ceremonial shield. All saves +4. Pretty sweet, actually. I don't remember if anything happens here, but it's this sarcophagi, nothing to mess with. Freedon Nadd short lightsaber and a Gan discharger, because you know, a Gan discharger makes sense. So Freedon Nadd short lightsaber, let's see. Holy crap, that thing is strong. Woo-wee! Yep, I think that makes sense. It's the same color too. It makes sense that Atton gets to keep it because he was such a champion in like, you know, conquering this place. Yeah, I think we're good. How you doing, my man?
What you have done is beyond words. You fought like a Mandalorian. When you are finished here, I will take you back to the camp. You can let the rest of your squad know what you've discovered.
I'm ready to go. What happened to Joan?
After you left, your squad...
Ow. The spicy part.
Zaga said that he and your friends are making good progress through the jungle. Trust me, this is worth the wait. And here it is. A salvaged Basilisk war droid. Mandalore said that he would make it available to you for insertion into the city of Iziz. I assure you, they won't know what hit them.
I love the design of the Basilisk. It's freaking nuts what this thing is all about. It's literally about, like, it has, like, no life support. It's pretty much a coffin with some basic sensors and a lot of guns. I don't even know if they even put shields on the thing, because they're meant to, like, try and dodge enemy fire, and they literally crash their ship. Like, sometimes, like, in a way that's salvageable, and sometimes intentionally not. Like, they essentially kamikaze, they taken the kamikaze concept and they perfected it into a machine that's meant to, like, deliver you to the battlefield, like, with a small squad, like, where you need to be by literally smashing into the most, like, important structure you can find, and then you then deploy from there as a military unit. This thing is designed to be just freaking insane. And, like, if there's anything that comes from the times of the Revan storyline in this game that gets resurrected into the Mandalorian TV series, I want it to be a Basilisk war droid. They have to bring this back, and they need to keep this design, because it's freaking amazing. I want them canonizing this so bad. I get to fly a Basilisk?
Yes, just like a new Mandalorian recruit proving themselves into the heart of a war as well. Mandalore has given you a great honor. Unfortunately, its weapons systems aren't fully functional yet, as are some other unimportant support systems. But she will get you to Iziz in one piece. Their fighters won't be able to stop that.
What kind of unimportant support features?
Minor systems. Nothing you need concern yourself with. We've modified the interior to hold 3 people. Maybe a little tight. You need to leave immediately. Iziz is in the grip of a civil war, so there'll be considerable resistance. They remember the last time Basilisk war droids visited their planet. Fight ferociously. And if you die, take as many as you can with you.
Alright, now I have to go, and I believe it says Kreia has to come. Yeah, So I only get to take one other person, and that person is bao-dur. I want him for his talent. I like him for just who he is, and in general, I just think he's gonna be a blast to take. So here we go. Are we ready?
Basilisk? A basilisk here? Madalorians are attacking the city!
Talia has made an alliance with the Madalorians. Men, destroy them.
Hey everybody, we're gonna level up real fast, and then we're gonna rip them apart. All right, everybody, let's have some fun, shall we? Dude, the city's seen some better days. All right, so now we got a little time to settle down. Let us equip ourselves and make sure everyone's all set and ready to go. I'm gonna see, because I think bao-dur might have better armor.
I recognize you. You're that off-worlder. Come, we have no time. Vaklu's forces have overrun the sky ramp. The royal palace could fall any minute. We must save the queen.
We must save her.
Your plan seems to have succeeded. Your enemy has indeed revealed himself.
I anticipated the Sith. Those beasts weren't in my battle plan.
Even now, Vaklu is using them to breach the palace. I will not surrender to that usurper. I would die first.
Every man here would give their life to keep that from happening.
There is hope. It is faint but growing stronger. I think my message was received.
Which message? What are you talking about?
An old student is returning. I don't think the Sith are going to know what hit them.
This way to the sky ramp.
Oh yeah, things about to get real spicy. The best thing about this part is like you're not going to be fighting tough enemies like we were at Korriban. No.
There are 2 force shield checkpoints along this path. Vaklu's forces have held this ramp for over a standard hour. That means they control the checkpoints now. If we can get to the turret tower up ahead, we can deactivate the first barrier.
The force shields won't present a problem. I
can
get through them.
You can? That'll save us precious minutes. The forces we're encountering right now are their rear guard. The fighting will get tougher the closer we get to the front of the battle line.
So this game lets you have a field day here. It says, you know what? Just go crazy. We'll give you some decent enemies, but they're pretty weak. So you can just go on murder sprees.
The royalists in the bunker are contained. We deploy as soon as the reinforcements arrive. A Jedi? Here? Men, attack!
Hey everybody, guess what? I got a party for you. It's called Everybody Hit the Floor. Oh, I'm so sorry everybody. So normally you have to go into these rooms, kill everybody, take them down. You do get to do a mini game where you can shoot down like the air support, which I think I might just do anyway. Nah, why bother? We don't need to. We can just go right up to the force field. Because bao-dur is here. Take it down, bao-dur.
Tail command, we need reinforcements. A Jedi Knight is assaulting our flank. Hold the line.
Surrender your now. You will or surrender yourself, or will you lose your life for General Vaklu's ambitions?
Attack, men. Attack.
Yeah, no. Feels bad, but like, you know.
Good, some reinforcements. Follow the Jedi. We're gonna retake the palace. We've got to stop General Vaklu before he gets to the Queen.
I do like how they're distinguishing like good guys and bad guys via like scarves on the face, which is like not the best message to send, but you know, whatever. But I do love this idea of like, force fields are up, that'll slow them down, and then we just like, we just gonna go no.
I hear you.
Hey guys.
She's still alive. Run! Run!
I will not harm you if you leave now. And then the Sith here, like, you idiots. You shouldn't have stopped. If you guys had stopped to salute, you would have lived.
Hold the line. Those cowards will be dealt with.
Anyway.
The second force shield is up ahead. It looks like it's been damaged by orbital bombardment. You might be able to bash your way through it with your lightsaber.
Don't need that. We got a bao-dur here. Goodbye, Sith. Yes. He had a Jedi Knight robe? How apocryphal. There we go. Alright. Well, this is rather easy. Boom. Hey.
Ahead is the throne room. We must get to the Queen to protect her. If you're heading to the palace, we'll follow you there. The palace itself has been breached.
Let's go then. Here we go. Into the palace.
We've made it to the palace. General Vaklo's troops haven't been here too long. Hopefully, we still have time to save the Queen. Straight ahead is the throne room. Vaklo's hand-picked troops will probably be here. I'm gonna stay here and keep the intersection secure. If any more royalists arrive, I'll keep them organized.
Makes sense. Now here's interesting. Normally, you have to, like, really do this whole exploration thing. But with bao-dur here, we might be able to just shortcut this entire mission.
Shut the outer door, now!
Ah, it's a manual door.
I'm impressed you made it this far, but you are too late. Soon the Queen will be dead, and General Vaklo will be the new king. This is no ordinary door between us. The same material is used for the hull of capital-class vessels. I'm afraid you will find it quite impregnable.
You'd think with lightsabers, if a door is going to be strong enough that we couldn't just cut through it, we could just cut through the wall? Any door can be opened, Tobin. This isn't over.
I'm afraid it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have one last barrier to take care of.
God, that thing looks cool. Alright.
Yes?
Yeah? No access. So yeah, we do have to go through the dungeon here, which is fine. It's not that hard, especially with bao-dur here. I thought it was going to be an energy field that stopped us, and I was like, wonder if we could punch through it, but no. Ironically, we could probably get them straight through the door they're trying to get through right now.
Gather our forces. Make sure the defenses are set. Colonel Tobin says the Jedi is coming our way. Take your beasts and attack her. We need more time to prepare. I'm going to the control room. Perhaps the captain can be persuaded to cooperate.
Dum 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 da dum. Here they come down the hallway. That was kind of close. I like took a lot of damage there, but it was fine.
I don't have time for your resistance, Captain Riken. We need the override code for the palace shields.
And I told you that I don't know. You scanned my ID, you know my post is the merchant quarter.
I'm sure that's what you'd like me to believe. I have been authorized to use any means at my...
Yeah, you can hear my companions.
Blast. Defend the security room with your lives. The Jedi could ruin everything.
Oh, I will. I forgot to read his lines, but like if you remember him, we saw him. He actually helped us to get the Starport visa unsecured.
This shall not stop us for long.
See, just let me get in here real quick. Hello, everybody.
Poison. You asked for it.
Let us end this.
The Jedi arrives. I'm counting on the advantage Jedi compassion in regards to all life forms. I was hired by General Black to do your job. I meant no malice. Just a misunderstanding, really? Oh, I would take pride in my skill. Your constant avoiding my careful plans caused a measure of distress. But I can see now the error in my ways. I should go right now and contemplate the depths of my mistake. I don't believe a word you've said. I have perhaps embellished a little bit, but this is true. I'm done working for Baku. I just want to survive. I can tell you aren't lying about that. Of course not. It's obvious to me, at least. General Baku's not going to win today. The survival is my first concern. I sense that causing you any more complications to be counterproductive. But you helped me clear Dxun Gent. Initially, perhaps, I acted heavily armed Jedi truthfully. Then later helped the same heavily armed Jedi with a quick task. I weighed payment, I might add. I am less interested in politics than whatever I can get me more material advantages. Stay here. Let's see. Stay here. Soldiers will come to deal with you soon. That attitude will get you killed. But not now, right? I'll take heart from your lesson as a wise Jedi. Okay, so I can kill. I was like, I need access to the console. I believe I'm still connected. You can do whatever you like with the console. I'm done with the way here to choose come. I'll put no resistance. Just leave. Yes, that's what I will do.
You again? Seems you made a habit out of cleaning up our messes. Don't suppose you could help a fellow out here? If you've ever been in one of these, you know they aren't too comfortable.
That's true. How do I get you out of there?
The primary security console for the Royal Palace is just over there. It controls the force gauge. I think that slicer is still logged in, so you should have full access to everything. If you could hurry, it's been a long day.
I bet it has.
I hear you.
Access system commands. Open all security doors, upload schematics, open the force gauges. Wartime protocols, activate security door, access override. Okay, so I can't open that, but I can do everything else.
Thank you. Now that you've got me out, you need to get the primary security console's override code, then lock the terminal down. Once you've got that code, if you can get to the secondary security station, you'll control the entire palace's security systems.
How do I get that code?
The slicer's still logged into his account. You should be able to just get whatever you need.
I'll see to it right now.
What is it?
Okay, so I guess maybe now I know what to look for. Access security cameras. Access primary override code to shut down the terminal.
Security terminal taken care of, I take it? With you on our side, I think we may have a chance in this war after all. Let's head to the throne room right away.
Let's go.
I hear you.
Oh, okay. So I still gotta do the other side. Let's go!
You asked for it.
Tell the Colonel we'll need more of our men to smoke the Royalists out of their hole. I don't trust those Sith or their beasts. And another thing, if I catch any more of my men looting, then the Queen's Guard will be the least of your worries.
Apologize, I had a vision of the future, apparently.
Let me handle this.
Guess we're running. He just gave his orders. We're gonna cut him down like that?
Take him
That's
down.
cold.
Let us end this.
I agree.
Thanks for your help. Queen Talia is the rightful ruler of Onderon.
Hey, Kavar.
I don't know how you made it, but well done. Come in quickly before more Sith or Vaklu troops arrive. We got split off from Talia's troops by the currents of this war. We really need to talk, but Kadron and I are coordinating the defense of the war. I know Captain Kadron needs someone to handle a dangerous assignment. He's in the other room. Talk to him. No one else could do the job.
How'd you get split up from Talia's forces?
I'm not her bodyguard. We were fighting at the palace gates. There were too many of them. We'll talk when all of this is over. Until then, may the Force be with you.
Alright, sounds good. Oh, security terminal.
I hear you.
Let's go. Oh, Kavar's gonna be on there, apparently. Stop healing. Oh, these rooms are real empty, I feel like there should have been. Oh, I guess if you're playing for the, if you're on the dark side, you're helping, you're fighting the queen. And so I imagine this would be full of more enemies if we were on the other side.
So, you're the Jedi, eh? Well, the comm chatter we've intercepted is filled with reports about you. You fought right through their flank on the sky ramp? We desperately need someone like you.
Kavar mentioned some sort of mission.
We've managed to hold this part of the palace, but Vaklu's forces control the rest. We need to get to the Queen before that flaming Drexel breaks through the inner door.
How do we do that?
There are 2 security consoles in the palace. The primary security console is on the other side of the palace. There's an expert slicer over there who's been hampering our every move. We need to transfer all primary functions to our terminal here, then disable the primary security console. That will also take their slicer out of the picture. After that, we'll control security again, and can get to General Vaklu before he gets to the Queen.
I have some good news. I have the override code and the primary security console already.
You have? Oh, son of a muglack! Corporal, use this code to open the outer door to the throne room. The door's open. Hurry! They might break through the inner door at any moment.
I'll head there immediately. Here we go. Hey, oh, hey, Tobin.
Will you just die already? You will go no further than this.
I told you that door wouldn't stop me.
You're too late. Our pet beast is about to breach the force field to the throne room. The Queen will be dead in moments.
Watch out! I've lost control of the beast!
Oh, yep, there he goes. Bye-bye.
Ignore the beast. Into the throne room. The Queen must die.
Down one goes.
Oh, blast it all.
Yep, there he goes. Hey, Drexel. How about you stay over there for a bit?
Let's get this over with.
Oh, it's so sad. Oh, I'm just bullying him. Oh, no, this is supposed to be a tough boss. Piece of freaking cake. I do like how in this cutscene, the Queen actually is fighting Vaklu himself. Like, they're actually having a sword fight. Shows that she's not just, like, sitting around on her throne. She actually is fighting to defend her throne. Battle Meditation. Yeah, I forgot. If you have this, you use it. Use Battle Meditation to rally the Royalists. I'm gonna turn them into demons. Basilisk Shaw style. She can do whole planets. We can handle a small room full of combatants. There they go. Oh, the fish of massacre. Here comes Kavar. Boom. Hey, Vaklu. How you doing, buddy?
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now your life is forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, Iziz, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid. But Onderon will have a new destiny. One larger than you could imagine.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Damn you! Your skill with the blade won't save you from my men. Goodbye, Talia. Fire!
Your plans end here, Vaklu.
What? The Jedi lives? But how?
You'll find that I'm full of surprises.
Kill her and the Queen men, quickly. They must not be allowed to live.
Ah, funny you should say that. Goodbye. You all should just take a nap real quick.
This one.
Yeah, Cray, you do your thing. I'm just gonna push him down for a little bit. I do feel kind of bad. That's so mean.
You've won this battle, Talia. But your reign won't be an easy one. The Republic is a sinking ship, and you're too attached to it.
He's too dangerous to leave alive. As distasteful as it is, it might be best to silence him forever. Until he's dead, all of Onderon is in peril.
Although I respect your counsel, Kreia, the decision is the Queen's, not mine.
So what will it be, Your Majesty? Send me to your best detention cell. I will be free within the week, and vengeance will be mine.
Are you so sure of my decision, Vaklu? I appreciate the Jedi's counsel, but as monarch, I decree you are guilty of treason.
It's honestly the right call.
The punishment is death, to be carried out immediately. Captain Kadron?
Talia, you can't. You're too weak. What about my trial?
Alright, so here's the thing. Trial's good, but this is like really blatant. Like he was literally trying to murder her. She's the queen. She has that authority. It's gonna be pretty obvious what he was up to. I think I'd stay quiet.
Your whole life has been a trial, Vaklu, but it's over now. You are right. We can't detain you. Too many people are still loyal to you. You've left me no real option.
Men, ready blasters. Aim. But you can't. This can't be.
Sorry, buddy, but this is the right thing.
Fire!
Blah! He has no chest.
What is done is done. I don't think the service you have given us can ever be repaid. I must go with Captain Kadron. The fighting must be stopped. I will be back shortly to try and repay you. The crisis is over thanks to you and Master Kavar. I believe he'd like to speak to you, if you'll excuse me.
Absolutely.
Ah, the wound is not a mortal one, though it has been some time since I exercised my healing powers. There is a shred of life within you still. A gift from your master, no doubt. Awaken, Colonel Tobin. Your part in this is not over. Colonel Tobin, I am with Vaklu. The war has gone against him. He sent me to rescue you, to tell you you must make haste off-planet. The Jedi have struck. They had a secret academy buried on Telos, and they are showing themselves at last. We are all in danger.
What? But the Jedi are gone. They have all but vanished.
So we all thought, but they have hidden themselves on Telos.
Out of my way, old woman. This war can still be won, and Onderon can be freed.
Indeed. This war is far from over.
Now that's an interesting manipulation. It's actually two-sided too. There's a lot to it. It's gonna be really fun to explore when we get to that point. But
the Queen has requested you stay here until she gets back. Talk with Master Kavar.
I was gonna go loot those bodies, but that's fine. Okay.
The Queen is
Where's Kavar?
The Queen is requested.
I'm trying to talk to him. There he is. Okay. Hey. Hi.
The Force works in mysterious ways, it seems. There are times I'm not convinced it doesn't have a sense of humor. We spend all this time looking for you, and you came to us. I thought you might return to Onderon. Looks like just in time.
You were looking for me.
I told the other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, and try to understand what happened to you. I don't know how much you know, but this threat that's striking at the Jedi, it's attacking us through the Force. Varuk didn't believe me, but he was willing to travel to Dantooine if only to help the settlers there, and perhaps protect what was left of the Jedi Enclave. Whatever the reason, having us all drop out of sight, I thought might make the enemy more bold. But then you happened. You came back, and you became a new target for whoever was attacking us.
Why did you choose to hide these places to hide?
They were places touched by war, and we thought there was a chance you would return to these worlds, if only to try and make peace with what happened there during the war. But now the Sith have revealed themselves. That means the remaining Jedi will gather on Dantooine. From there, we can counterattack.
Why not Telos?
Telos? But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. I heard they're trying to rebuild.
But Atris is on Telos.
Atris? I thought Atris had gone to KOTOR. Too many Jedi have scattered. The Council needs to gather. We cannot remain concealed any longer.
What happened down to KOTOR? Oh, that was, we know what that was. That was the Miraluka people.
The difficulties you surmounted to get here. You must have many questions. You deserve answers.
So tell me what happened on KOTOR.
We knew that someone was preying on us, hunting us. Finally, the Jedi decided to take action, and called a secret conclave on KOTOR to decide what must be done. Before the meeting could even begin, all the Jedi on the planet were killed, along with the Miralukas and all other life on the planet. Their deaths could be felt throughout the galaxy. So the Council decided that we must not present ourselves as a target again. The consequences to others were just too great. That we should use our resources to find who was responsible and deal with them. I think you're the only one who's made progress.
I want to talk about something else.
Whatever I can tell you, I will.
The Sith have revealed themselves.
I know that all too well. I came here to find them, to trace them to their source. The war on Dxun and Onderon. I had thought that perhaps the tragedies that occurred here were concealing them.
I thought the Sith were defeated at the end of the Jedi Civil War.
The Jedi Order has been fighting the dark side since the beginning. Our rules and the Jedi Code provide protection from what's inside each of us. The dark side is always there, and it is something that can never truly be defeated. I feel our current troubles, though, are beyond what we faced before. This threat that is targeting us, drawing us out, it's not a battle we're used to, and it has ended many of us.
Do you know anything about the threat?
Not enough. I feel it is something that was born from the wars that have struck the Republic. The threat is Sith, but the manner and timing of their attacks is difficult to defend against. We don't know all that the Sith planned during the Jedi Civil War. What secret training grounds may still remain. What worlds he discovered. We just don't know. Even after we deal with this current threat, I fear we may be dealing with the legacy of the Jedi Civil War for years to come.
Oh yeah. Look at the Old Republic MMO. There you go. There's your answer. Did you have any success tracing the Sith?
You've had more success than I. General Vaklu's men and their allies effectively kept me pinned inside the palace. I felt all along that Vaklu had contacted the Sith, but the identity and purpose of the Sith, I can't say.
Why did the Sith come here?
They wanted to aid General Vaklu in breaking away from the Republic. If Onderon became independent, this place would be an excellent staging ground for them. But I fear it was more than that. That the consequences of Onderon's fall would have greater implications for the galaxy.
Let's talk about something else.
Whatever I can tell you, I will.
Let's see. Why did you cut me off from the Force?
Cut you off from the Force? Why do you think the Council was responsible for that? No, I'm afraid the cause of your condition was as great a mystery to the Council as it is to you. Whatever I can tell you,
That's important to remember. He's like, what are you talking about? We didn't do that. And Kreia was like, they did do that. So it's like, who's telling the truth? I have reestablished my connection to the Force.
You always had deep connections to the Force. I'm glad to see that it is once again your ally. When I first sparred with you during your training as a Padawan, I could tell that you were different. And it wasn't just your strong connection to the Force. Whatever I can
Alright, see. I have developed a Force bond with another. If one of us feels pain, so does the other. And if the other one dies...
That sounds like the bond that often forms between master and apprentice. But to that degree, you always did form connections to others, strong ones, even when you were a student. But what you are describing is beyond me. I'm sure others in the Jedi Council would be able to assist you. If...
They all say the same thing!
What?
And I think we're almost done. I saw a holo recording of the Jedi Council meeting where you cast me out.
So, you heard what we said. These questions I cannot answer. This is something the Council must answer, not I. You must understand. This is hard for me, especially after all you've done, but it is necessary.
Why is this hard for you?
Did you know that when I was training you, I considered making you my Padawan? I didn't. The demands of the Jedi Council were too great, but I considered you a friend. I even tried to convince you to become a Jedi Guardian. We could have used someone like you. So the decision that had to be made was not easy, but I cannot say anything more.
I like how it sounds like he wanted us to be a Guardian. Like, like, I wonder if you're a Guardian and you're here, if he says that, like, don't you remember I really wanted to recruit you for the Guardians? I knew we could use someone like you. But, like, I like that little play on words there is really cool. You've answered all my questions.
There is something I would like to teach you. It is a technique which, I believe, will aid you in the trials ahead. The philosophy of Force Mastery states that a Jedi's powers are best used without the direct intent to harm another. Here is a form that will aid in that philosophy. Through careful concentration, the duration of many of your Force powers will be enhanced. But be cautious when you face Dark Jedi. This form drains energy quickly and decreases resistance to Force powers.
Interesting.
Excellent. I'm impressed with how quickly you've mastered this form. I always knew you were gifted. I'm going to Dantooine. The Jedi Council vowed to assemble again when the Sith revealed themselves. Now that they've attacked Onderon, we can act. Our paths will cross again. May the Force be with you.
All right. As he awkwardly walks around us.
I'm sorry to keep you here. I needed to thank you personally for all of your help. Onderon owes both you and Master Kavar a debt that can never truly be repaid. Battles still wage in our streets, but by morning the conflict should be over. I recognize you must leave soon, but please, take this. I had also planned on giving you some relics from Onderon's past, but Vaklu's troops looted our museum. I hope the credits and my sincere thanks are enough. Captain Bostuka has made arrangements for a shuttle to take you to your ship. I fear it will be quite some time before you can come back. The war was brief but destructive. I will focus all of my energy on
the city is in ruins, literal
Thank you
ruins.
Again. I must go.
Bye, Queen. We'll literally never talk to you again.
If you will follow me, I will take you to your shuttle.
Thank you, man. Let's get out of here.
Hey, the gang's back together. I must hear all about your vacation in Onderon.
Let's see. Political situation on Onderon's been dealt with. Onderon has only one leader now.
Well, that's good, I guess. When powerful people butt heads, it's usually the little guy who suffers most.
We should return to the Ebon Hawk now and plot our next course of action.
All right.
Finally decided to let me take a look at your circuitry.
Answer. Indeed, I did. I hope you understand how difficult it is for me to trust a meatbag with something as delicate as my inner mechanics. Explanation. Our encounters with my copies has convinced me that I should look into upgrading my capabilities in order that I may be able to destroy them with greater impunity.
Worried you might be going obsolete? I understand.
Objection. Nothing of the sort. I am programmed to improve my capabilities if it will improve my chances of destroying a target, even as unsavory an avenue as this.
You don't have to suffer on my account. Maybe you are better off not letting me dig around in you.
Retraction. You must understand. My previous interactions with meatbags have rarely been pleasant.
So remember the guy in Tatooine?
Disclosure. After all, most of those meetings involved the termination of said meatbags.
It obviously couldn't have been your charming personality. Now, if you want me to see if I can upgrade your functionality, just let me get to work on you.
Answer. In that case, please go ahead. Just be careful not to damage any of my delicate parts.
Watch out for his parts.
Analysis. My self-diagnostic indicates that my performance has indeed been improved. Also, many of my systems are reporting improved efficiency.
Yeah.
Commentary. I am most pleased with this turn of events. It would appear that my initial analysis of your mechanical abilities was incorrect.
You're welcome.
Next case received a +1 Constitution bonus.
If you've got some time, I'd like to see what I can upgrade for you.
Yes, I do have a few moments to spare for your work. I would like to know what he is doing here, though.
He helps me out with repairs. That isn't a problem.
He's talking about the remote.
I suppose not. Perhaps in working on my circuitry, your assistant will learn something.
Why is he such a jealous little bee?
Just ignore him and let's get to work.
Kyoto is so paranoid and so petty.
In the way of time to spare, and I would not want to delay you from your other duties.
Right. Let's get you open. See what you can do. I have to say, you are put together quite well. There wasn't much to do.
As I told you, my design is streamlined and efficient, though I am pleased that you were able to make some improvements, and this was not just a waste of my valuable time.
There were a few things from my remote that I was able to integrate into your construction.
Oh.
I see. Well, thank you.
It's like, oh, he's gonna be angry. It's a +1 permanent bonuses, dexterity.
Iridonian, I would like to speak with you about your assistant.
My assistant? Oh, right. What is it?
I believe he has it in his head that my relative size is...
he's self-conscious that he's fat. Aww.
I thought only utility droids had size issues.
If I am to continue to operate with him, I would appreciate it if you spoke with him about this.
Oh my gosh. He's claiming the remote's fat-phobic. That's amazing. Unfortunately, though, it does lead to this. What was that? No, we'll never know. Okay, so now we are here. We are gathered. Fetch. I mean, I thought something else was gonna happen, but maybe we have to see what the journal says. Last Jedi spoke to Master Kavar and Onderon, agreed to meet you in the Jedi Enclave of Dxun. We united all the masters. Because yeah, I feel like we've done everything. Yeah, we've talked to everybody. We've done everything. I think I'll go talk to Cray real quick, but otherwise, I think we're pretty much done for the day.
We must go to Dxun, to the Enclave. There is something there that you must hear if you are to understand. I have no time for questions, and any answers will have to wait until we stand within the Enclave together.
Alright. That is the next move. Okay, there's not really anything else we need to do. And that's where we're going to end for today. So yeah, we actually got more done than I thought. Honestly, in my mind, the final run on Dxun and like Iziz is a lot faster, not slower. Like it took longer, and so in my head, so I didn't anticipate we'd do it all in one sitting, but like it just made sense to do so. Especially because a lot of it was combat. I'm gonna cut most of that out because unless the combats were interesting or dynamic, there really isn't much to show. So you're not missing anything. Really cool stuff though. The Freedon Nadd structure is really fascinating. Lots of interesting encounters that happened there. It was really nice to take Atton there, and he did really good. I approved of that. I like how he's got his lightsaber now. Yeah, so there's really not much else to it. We're ready to hit Dxun. Once we land on Dxun, and we go to the Jedi Enclave, we have to take Kreia there. But we're gonna go there, and then that's endgame. Literally endgame. We're kicking off for the finale, and I think that we'll have maybe 2 recordings because we have the first, the insanity that kicks off when that happens, and then secondly we have the actual finale where we go to confront the Sith themselves. So yeah, gonna be spicy next 2 episodes. And yeah, then again, just a reminder, this was I always intended to do this playthrough, but it kind of became a side story when my computer's having issues, so that once I got done, we could jump into the game that was selected by the patrons and the members of the channel, which is Starfield. And again, I've got some ideas of how to try and make that a little bit more dynamic, make it a bit more interesting for everybody to watch. Because again, like Skyrim, a series that can be in Skyrim can be the most boring series on YouTube, or it can be one of the most entertaining series. And I think that Starfield is going to be very similar with that Bethesda magic, where if we really want to make it fun, it's going to involve a little bit set piece building for us. Like, so I'll play the game, Try to be smart about it. But we're going to be exploring the game, and I'm going to be doing so with an eye of a certain type of goal, certain type of play style. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think I've got some ideas of how to keep it fun, but it's probably going to be a long-running series. I hope you're all still interested in that. I think it'll be great. And since we got all the day one patches out of the way, it'll probably be a lot more stable than anyone else showcased. So that'll be nice. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Hope you enjoyed Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, because it's still one of my top games of all time. I'll be sad to see it go, but I'm also glad we're getting it under the belt, so thank you so much. Until next video, watching me, but see me next. I'll see you there.